opportunities. And with that, I'll take your questions. Tara.
All right, that was a lot. I wanted to ask about the humanitarian assistance for Gaza. Is there a role for DoD, particularly with the coordination cell? You have some warnings today from the UN that they will just pull out of distributing aid if more is not done to protect those that are distributing it.
Yeah, so there is a role when it comes to getting aid into Gaza for the Department of Defense, and it's exactly what we're doing. We are working with the U.S. interagency as well as other international agencies and partners to facilitate the flow of aid into Gaza. Certainly, as I highlighted during the discussion today with Minister Gallant, that was on the agenda, was to discuss ways to ensure that aid can get to the people who need it most. But from a DoD standpoint, to get to the crux of your question, there's no plans, for example, to put U.S. military forces on the ground in Gaza. We're going to continue to work with humanitarian organizations via USAID and other regional partners to ensure that we can find a way to get that aid to the people who need it most.
But is there more potentially that could be done through the coordination cell? Because some of the concerns or complaints is that they don't have enough direct communication with IDF.
Well, again, as I mentioned here, that's one aspect of it is looking at those mechanisms. I think probably the most important aspect, though, would be the other thing that I mentioned, which is a ceasefire, and the onus is on Hamas. So if a ceasefire could be put into place right now, that would greatly facilitate the security and safety considerations on the ground, which would further facilitate the flow of aid. Tom?